Okay, y'all, we're in about the final steps of getting the old DB30 back on the ground. Got a few more things, so we're gonna flip it around and show you where we're at. Special guest in the shop today. Well, we went on a field trip. We can tell about the field trip we went on yesterday. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna tell them about the field trip. Let's talk about the bike first. First, main important thing, we got a special guest in the shop. Honey, what are you doing over there?
I'm wrapping my header.
She had to come out, take a break from editing videos from y'all and doing her work at the same time. So she's like, I need to do something on the bike. So she's over wrapping away.
Yep, sure am.
Got black wrap. She wanted black this time, so she's getting the black on the bike. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so we went on a field trip, went and seen friends and family yesterday. Mr. Tim from Go Power Sports, he got a whole collection of bikes, and he's kind of weeding out a few. We picked this jewel up. Thanks, Mr. Tim. Look at a Trailblazer. Pretty snazzy. Pretty much all there. Cool bike. Then, what was this? We went in Mr. Harley. Hey, Mr. Harley, what's up?
Chifa.
Chifa? Chifa. She says it's a Chifa. Mr. Tim, this is out of his collection. So I was like, man, this is a cool little frame. You know, it's got the fenders on it. It ain't all been molested. Bolts together here. Bolts together at the back. Pretty cool. So the wife's been doing some research on what that looked like, factory. Then, Minibikes R Us. Y'all know that sexy guy from St. Louis. This is out of his pile. This one here that he picked up somewhere, don't remember. I think from another buddy of ours. Then we got this jewel over here. Who did he get this one from, he said? Was it?
I think it was, I'm not sure.
Might have been Thompson. Mr. Thompson, he might have got it from him. Don't remember. Anyway, but we got a Hornet, you know, what's left of it. Then we got a Texas Ranger jewel right here with some high-speed front forks. But Montoya, you know, he's good with playing with the new shiny metal, building his cool frames and all that. But he said he probably didn't have the knack to work on the old school rusty stuff. It just, I don't know, he said he probably couldn't do it. Which, you know, that's why they're both sitting right here, because he wanted to bring them to a specialist. Not just kidding. Yeah, we made a good deal. He knows I like the Hornet, so we're going to get those. We're going to make two bikes, make one, and then what's left out of the other one, we're going to make another bike. So stay tuned for those. But back on the deal, we got, how's your header wrap coming? Getting there?
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah, it's kind of time consuming.
No, it's just these angles.
Babe, you know you should have wore some rubber gloves, because that stuff's going to make you itchy. Ooh, look at that facial expression. She's mad. All right, so back to the Doodlebug. We're trying to get this thing on. Look like it's going to rain today, so might do the ride tomorrow. But we got the chain, the clutch guard. We need to get that put on. Already got the Go Power Sports clutch. We're going to get the alignment on the chain, get it tension down. Did get the brake line. We got to route this brake line. I'm going to try and have this brake line down underneath the frame and come up to our APs up there. We got the brakes bled. Oh, you get your seat out of the house. We got the seat to put on, and then we're going to go with the Go Power Sports thumb throttle kit. And like I said, once again, the link in this description, there's part number. If you want to stop the video and click on that. All the links will be below, so you can just click on it. Takes you right to it. Very, very nice thumb throttle. Very cool setup. There's a little trick I do to these to make the thumb throttle a little more easier to operate. You know, got petite hands. I'll show you that when we get to installing it. And I think that's about where we're at. She's wrapping the exhaust, so we'll get the exhaust put on it. I'm going to get the few things buttoned up. Of course, it's probably fixing to start raining outside. Probably not going to get a ride out. But that's where we're at. So I'm going to get a few last things knocked out. We still got to get it on the ground. And once we get the seat on it, let her sit on it, we got to go back and tighten all of the bars and all that good stuff up. Get the brake lever where she wants it mounted. The thumb throttle where it's all comfy. So we'll get this few things bolted up and see what she looks like. All right, moving right along. Now we're fixing to do her throttle. Now this throttle assembly is a thumb throttle from Go Power Sports. I did a whole separate video on a little trick I did with this. I'm going to kind of go over it real quick. You can also go back and watch that video. It's more in depth. tells you exactly what tool and all that good stuff. But in your kit, you're going to get your thumb throttle assembly, snazzy. Then you're going to get a nice set of grips with some cool little, they're in the bag here, cool little lock collars that actually slide over the end and lock down with an Allen wrench. Very cool. Since we're using built wells on everything, we're going to put those aside, keep them. And it's going to come with 2 different cables and a little adapter here. I'm going to take it out of the bag, but you will receive a little adapter. It's threaded, got the jam nut on it. This screws right into your assembly here that goes on your handlebar. We're going to put that to the side. Actually, we're going to put this back in the box, so maybe I can remember where I put it. Probably not. Okay, we're going to open up the bag. In the bag, it's very cool. You get 2 different cables in your bag. You need to keep this bag, put the cable back in it we're not going to use. So, obviously these ends right here will thread into your throttle assembly. You got your adjustments with the little rubber boots on them. You know, keeps all the mud and everything out. Then when you get down to the other end here, you are going to have, these cables are have the little round barrel on them on the end, as you can see, for your slide carburetors, which we're not using a slide carburetor on this particular application. No big deal. Take a pair of side cutters and you just snip this right off. But I'll pull the slack out of them. As you can see, there's 2 different lengths. If I can zoom in, yeah, 2 different lengths. Got a long one and a short one, depending on what your application is and what kind of carburetor, slide carburetor, round slide, square slide, whatever you're running, you got 2 different lengths of cable. So I think for what we're going to use, where I'm going to put it, I think we're going to go with the longer cable, and we're going to put the shorter one back in the package, and we are going to repurpose that for something else. Yeah. So we're going to set this cable over here to the side, because the throttle assembly that we have on here, we're going to end up snipping the little barrel off the end because we're not going to need it. We'll get to that in a moment. But a little trick I've done with one of these is you're going to take your Allen wrench, come over here and take your top plate off, because you got to put the cable in it and all that good stuff. But you remove these 2 little screws. I think this is a number 2 Allen wrench, I do believe. Get this screw out. All right, we'll set those aside. Take this cover off, and when you take it off, make sure you don't lose the little rubber gasket, the little seal that goes around the edge of here. It might stick to your body. Should stay in here, but when you're taking it apart, this one stayed in the lid. Make sure that stays on there. I'm going to set that to the side. Now your 2 mounting bolts right here at the bottom. This is whatever Allen wrench this is. Let's see if I can tell you. Golly, that's small. It's a number 4, I do believe. I can barely see it. So we're going to loosen these 2 clamps. These are your clamps that actually hold it secure to the bar, right? Okay, so what we're going to do is, let's see where I'm at. This back clamp bolt, we're going to take this one out. Now, depending on what kind of throttle assembly you got, it might be a different thread, whatnot. So what I did is I found one that was just a little bit longer. This is the factory one that come out of the grip. And as you can see, this one's just a little bit longer, you know, not much. That's all you need. So we're going to remove the factory one it came with. We're going to take the long one, and we're going to use it in here. So if this throttle lever sticks too far out, and you got to like get your thumb like way out from the handlebar to grab it to push it back in, and you're having to push too far, what we're going to do is we'll put this screw in it, which takes the cam lever instead of bottoming all the way out like it is right here. We'll move this lever over where the hole is exposed right here, and that screw is going to come up through it, which will basically be your resting stop whenever you let off the throttle instead of it coming all the way back to the closed position here. We're going to, let's see if we can just hold this over out of the way. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold my lever over like you're giving it throttle. We'll run this obviously through the clamp, but I'm just doing this for mock-up because this part right here is threaded. And get it started. Okay, so we just thread it in. The time you get it tight, just that little bit of extra length. Once you get your clamp tight, now you let off your throttle. Your throttle's going to stop right there instead of coming all the way against this edge. So what that does is when it's on the bike, you got it on the handlebar, your thumb is Let's see. This looks goofy. All right. Your thumb is going to be like right here as you're holding your handlebar. So you can just push right in just a little bit. You still get wide open throttle, all that. But at least this lever is cammed in some instead of sticking way out. So you got to have your thumb way out here to push the throttle in. Now it's more tucked in because this right here, that screw I installed, is letting it rest against a screw. So you have your throttle stop will be right there versus way over here on the side. So it tucks that thumb throttle in some. So you ain't got to open your hand real wide to get on the throttle. So like I said, that's kind of a short tutorial of it. I did another video more in depth telling you exactly what tools and what thread screw and all that. But that's really all you got to do. Makes it a lot more comfortable. I did it Miss Knuckles' GT bike. And after we did that, it was a lot more comfortable. She could actually really hold the grip and just barely move your thumb a little bit versus having to open your hand to get out there to get that thumb throttle activated. So, like I said, this is a Go Power Sports thumb throttle. So if you have a different one, you could also try and do the same thing, depending on what thread pitch your screw is going to be that you would need to go find. You just need to get one a little bit longer so it will actually stop. When you let off your throttle, it'll hit against that screw. So, anyway. All right, so that's where we're at. So I'm going to get this mocked up. I got to go cut the end of this cable off, get it threaded through, and I'll show you how we mounted it to this assembly. All right, we're about done. We got pretty much all the stuff done. We still got to get the bars on the ground, or get the bike on the ground, get the wife on it, get all the bars adjusted, brake cleaver and all that good stuff. But pretty much the last piece of this puzzle, other than fuel, would be the seat. So we got it all wrapped up. We had this done a while back. Then we had to go look for it and find out where we put it. So my local guy here, Mr. Simon, that makes my seats, I took him this. Sometimes he gets way behind because he's a one-man show. He does a lot of car stuff, restoration things. So we dropped this off to him a good while back. And I don't even remember. Oh, wow. I don't even remember what it looked like. All right. Yeah. Well, I'll just leave this tag on here. Let's see. Nope. Let's take out this way here. So what we done is we took the factory seat pan that's plastic, since it already had the inserts in it, and had them put a little nice dovetail at the back. Oh, wow, that's actually like, wow. Okay, so we got a nice slick leather, pleather, whatever you want to call it, and then he diamond tucked it with double stitch, and I didn't notice it. Of course, he got it and it was in the same bag I just took it out of. He always puts my stuff on it of what I want. It's pretty cool. Yep, double diamond, black, suede. Okay, so that's what this actually is. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's actually, ooh, sexy. It's suede. So you got nice smooth here. You got a little nice smooth texture. Man, that's a little over fancy. But that's what we did. He just took my factory DB30 seat pan, since I got the inserts in it, so I need to go find the hardware for that because I didn't have it in a bag. We'll get this jewel mounted on there, then we'll come back and take a look at it. Yeah, we're on. All right, so we got her done. Went and did a little test ride around the block. Do have to make a modification to the brake back here, but no big deal. See if we can zoom in on this crazy paint. Very cool. All right, so we're done. We got to make sure and thank Go Power Sports for all the cool parts we put on here. We got the billet riser, spun aluminum tank, and of course all the fancy plastic valve cover and the pull start housing. Got the stage 1 on it. Buddy Simon did the seat, turned out really nice. And we put a little stretchy tab on there. Thanks, Mr. Uck. So check out Minibike Larry. But I think it turned out pretty good. So, hon, what do you think? How did it ride?
I think it ran real smooth. Yeah, we got to adjust the brake caliber, but other than that, it's great.
And,
Thanks.
You like that billet thumb throttle?
Yes, the throttle is working great. Love that. It's really cool.
Snazzy.
Yep.
And it's fancy. Look at this right here. Fancy. All right, babe. Anything else you want to add?
Yes, I want to thank Go Power Sports for all the lovely parts that
Amen.
we to here. And the tabs, Unc, thank you so much. They look fantastic. They did really well. I think it's great. Peace, brother.
All right. Let's spin us around. There we go. All right, there you have it. So y'all stay tuned. Make sure and like and subscribe. Give it a thumbs up if you like the video. And let's see what else we got. Oh, we got a special video that I've been working on that ought to be out pretty soon with a very cool ending. We're not going to say anything more about that. Then we got the vintage choppers. We got those in the works. Hooked up with a guy that we'll explain all about later. Got a cool seat coming. And we got to go find some flatheads in the junk pile.
Yay, we get to go through the rummage. It's going to be fun.
51. We got to go climb through Area 51 and find some old flathead stuff. We need to find a flathead Briggs and a Tecumseh with preferably a charge coil. Yeah. But anyway, that's it.
Like, subscribe, and peace.
See y'all next time.
Thanks, Larry.
Yeah, thanks, brother. We're gone. Okay.